This is a great way to avoid backache and neck ache out on the golf course. I know after walking round, I get a little bit like this, okay? Aching here, feeling it here. This is how you can avoid it.
So we know a lot of lower back pain and a lot of neck ache comes from poor posture in the golf swing. And one of the main culprits of that is the position of the pelvis. Probably something you're not aware of when you're having a lesson or when you're hitting shots. Only afterwards, when you're feeling a little bit sore and a bit achy, are you going to think something's not quite right. So here's a simple way you can make sure that you get this right every single time. So if I turn onto the side and I'm set up to the club like this, all I need to do is take your hands off the club and place them on your hip bones where you can actually feel the bones sticking out. And what we're going to do is make two extremes of movement. So if I actually tilt my pelvis forwards like this, my belt buckle would come to the floor, my tailbone will rise to the ceiling, and I get this dip, what we call an S posture. Not very nice on the lower back and a bit achy, and that is where we tend to find a lot of golfers stay. Then I'm going to make the complete opposite movement. So I'm going to tuck it all the way underneath. Imagine the belt buckle came towards the chin, the tailbone tucked underneath me, and you can see I've got this rounding position here of my upper back where I'd be like this, and that's where we start to get that neck ache and sort of shoulders and everything's a bit creaky up the top. So to make sure we nail this, we got to find the middle ground. So back into the same positions, we exaggerate one way and the other. So tilt forwards, find the S, tilt underneath, find the C, find your middle ground, hands on the club, and that is what we class as the ideal posture.
So here's a great warm-up exercise that I actually do before going out on the golf course. Now I've got a band, you could do this without a band, you could do this with a towel, but if you can, go and grab a band, it will help you. So nice and simple, first variation is just hold your hands up in front of you, a little bit of slack on the band, and give it some tension. Maybe go sort of 5 to 10 reps in this direction. And then what I like to do is, just to feel like we're hitting the points in the first part of this video, get that core engaged and do it in golf posture, roughly around to the 5 iron, 7 iron, and repeat that same process. Again, 5 reps. This just gives you that feeling of not falling into sort of C posture, S posture, really gives you a great chance of engaging that core. Now don't forget, we've got our winter warm-up guide. The link to that is down below. Make sure you head over to that Off Scratch website, and really, we're going to help you take charge of your game this winter.